Good evening. It's a privilege to be here standing in front of you tonight. My name's Patton Hunt, and I'm a graduate of Dalton State College, 2012. It's great to be back. I always love having the opportunity to come back to the college. Since I graduated, I've been teaching middle school, and I've been fortunate enough to actually bring in some people from the college, Jonathan Marks, and to talk to my kids, and that has been an amazing experience, and I hope we get to continue to do that. Not too long ago, I was sitting where many of you are tonight. I've been fortunate enough to have been the recipient of 2 Dalton State College Foundation scholarships, and one of these scholarships helped me travel the world, see exotic places. The other scholarship helped me in a very difficult time, my senior year of college, and it helped me make it through with all my sanity. In the summer of 2009, a foundation scholarship helped me go to China. This trip has been one of the biggest things in my life that has molded me to who I am. I got to see so many different places, so many different things. I got to walk the Great Wall of China. I got to eat fried scorpion on a stick. I got sick in China. This is when the N1H1 or the swine flu went out, and I didn't have that, thankfully, but I got a little bit of a cold, and I had to go to the doctor, and the doctor said, your chi is out of line. And I thought, my chi is out of line? I've never had my chi aligned. And for those of you who don't know, your chi is like your inner energy. It is what keeps you not falling apart. And I got really concerned about this, so I had my chi aligned when I was in China. And I'm very fortunate I'm here in front of you tonight, because I'm not one to argue with thousands of years of Chinese medicine. Also there, I even had some time to go to class. And Dr. Guo, I learned many things from him and the other professors that were there. And it really opened my eyes to how big our world is, and not just look through the American eyes of this is how things are. I was on a bus one time, and this kind of goes back to the fear of the N1H1. And probably the weirdest experience of my life is I'm getting on this bus, and I think we were in Beijing, crowded city, and I walk to the back, and they look at me, and they go, "Oh no, a Westerner." And everybody on the back of the bus jumped to the front of the bus, and I was the only one in the back. And I said, wow, I'm never going to experience this anywhere in my life. That's kind of cool. And so I kind of coughed a little bit, and they scooted on more towards the front. I didn't do that. I tried to be a good tourist as I was there. All right. During my last year of college, I had to make a difficult decision. I had to quit my longtime job working as a loyal Daltonian in one of the carpet stores here to focus on graduation, to focus on my student teaching. And for any of you who are unfamiliar with student teaching, it's probably the hardest, that last year is your hardest year as an education major. You're having to go to classrooms and take on these responsibilities. You're there at the school you're at more than you are on campus. And it's not paid. It takes a lot of time. Very similar to an internship. It's a really, really cool experience, but at the same time, it takes up so much time and so much effort, and you really don't have a whole lot of time to have another job. And if you do, I want to know that secret, because that is amazing to you education majors who are doing that, and I applaud you for that. Like I said, that last year, I started noticing that my bills, they were running high, and my bank account was running very low. But I did notice there was light at the end of the tunnel. I was really fortunate to have heard the news that I received the James E. Brown Scholarship, and I would like to take a moment to thank the Brown family for their generosity. It really means a lot for me to have to receive that, and I don't think you know how much that helped me. And I know I wrote a thank you letter and everything that I'm supposed to do, but I don't know how to express it. Deep down in my heart, it really was something meaningful. I know many students are facing similar situations where they're having to go, well, I really need to go to class. I really need to work. I don't know how to balance that. And it's very difficult. It's difficult for families to say, well, we want to put food on the table, but we also want our child to go to school. And something amazing I've noticed with my middle schoolers, their families say two things, and it amazes me. I've heard the same answer from the poorest of the poor and the richest of the rich. They say, I want my child to have a better life than I did. And that's something I hear over and over and over, and that really excites me. And the one that I think it blows me out of the water is they say, you're going to go to college. And I'm going to say it again, you're going to go to college. Not that if you want to, think about it, let me know. They say, you're going to go to college. And they don't have an option. That's a good thing for them. They need to know that is what they're going to do. Because for many of them, they don't see the light. And especially at such a young age, for their parents to say, I didn't have the opportunity. You're going to go. Since graduation, I've been adjusting to my life as a middle school teacher. I teach 6th grade social studies, and I'm an assistant soccer coach at Dalton Middle School. When people ask what I do for a living, and I say, I'm a middle school teacher, they look at me and they get really concerned, and they say, I'm sorry. And I say, well, what are you talking about? And they said, oh, you must be crazy. And I go, I don't think so. But I hear this over and over, so I'm really starting to get concerned that I might have a problem. I might be crazy. Because everyone says, you're crazy for wanting to do that. And I know preteens are not the easiest group of people to work with, but I know that's where I'm supposed to be. I work with amazing students. I work with amazing teachers and administrators, and I can truly say I love my job. The Dalton State College Foundation and its support has been very kind to me and many others. Those of you who are here tonight, congratulations. I'm proud of you. I know your parents are. But let's not forget that we would not be here if it wasn't for the generosity of our donors. In a few short years, maybe even less than those, some of you will be asked to return the favor. And I hope that the actions of our donors tonight, I hope that they have planted a seed of kindness in your heart. I hope that it plants a seed of kindness in your mind. They've set the example of, well, that's what I need to do when I graduate. They did that for me. I need to return the favor. I need to pay it back. And I encourage you to remember where you are tonight, that one day that you're going to be able to give that gift to a struggling student who wants to do well, who wants to succeed. It doesn't matter if it's $1 million or just $1. Your gift will be greatly appreciated by somebody. Tonight, I want to leave you with some thoughts that my 6th graders shared with me. When I got the email from David saying, I want you to speak in front of people, I thought, oh man, I don't know what to say in front of adults. I'm around 11, 12-year-olds all day, and it's easy to entertain them. And I thought, well, what do I do? So I asked them the other day, and I said, can you guys help me with my speech? And my middle schoolers amaze me. They're always excited. They're always willing to help. And so I had to explain to them, though. I had to say, if you're going to go to college, when you go to college, it's not free. You have to pay for college. And that's a big concept for middle schoolers. They're amazed that you get to live at college. They're going, you live there? They have a pool table there? But they get the idea that not everybody gets to go. A lot of their older brothers, sisters, cousins have attended Dalton State. I have a Dalton State Roadrunner pennant in my room, and they look and they go, oh, Dalton State. And what really excites me now is I was wearing my Dalton State sweatshirt one day at soccer practice, and one of our players, he said, oh, Dalton State is pretty cool. I said, yeah, it is cool. Yeah, it is cool. But I asked my students to help me with this speech to end this, and I didn't know really what to say, and I looked for quotes, and I was trying to find something, how can I impress these people? And I said, I don't know. I have no clue. So I turned to my kids, and like I said before, they always amaze me. They always seem to have the answers. And so I asked my students, I said, why should people give money to someone they do not know so they can go to college and pursue their dreams? And so I went through about 120 responses, and so I got 5 of them I want to share with you tonight. I have 5 of them, and I thought these really stood out to me. Ruby said, some people are very kind, and they have enough love to care about us. One day I want to be that someone and give back to the people out there. I'm going, this is an 11-year-old. She's already thinking, well, I want to give back to people. That really, again, amazes me. Araceli told me, because I think we should all have a good education and have a happy future and a happy life. Maya told me, because some people are really smart but don't have an opportunity to go to college, and if you give them your money and they work hard, they'll become something great, and your money will go to great use. And there, your money will go to great use. That sixth graders, their whole life is me, 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 me. And for some of them to start seeing, well, if we do something for other people, that's going to make the world a better place. That gives me a little bit of hope. Taylor said, yes, because I believe every person should have a chance to go to college and have a great career, because they will need a good paying job if they're going to have a family one day. Everyone needs a chance. And the last one, Fernando. This one, this is probably the most serious one. I thought about this and I said, oh my goodness, what if Fernando is right? Fernando said, because some people are the smartest people in the world, but they can't go to college. What if that person grows up to be the greatest scientist in the world and discovers time travel? That's what I work with some days. That can't happen because he didn't have a chance to go to college because of money. I don't want to live in a world where we don't support time travel. Sixth graders get it, and that gives me hope for the future. Another student, I was sitting here thinking, it's probably my favorite moment this year, and I know there's a long time to go. Her name is Alondra, and Alondra, she bounces down the hall. She doesn't walk, she bounces. And she was bouncing down the hall one morning. She said, Mr. Hunt, I have a hero. And I was going, oh, is this going to be someone from One Direction or something? I don't know. Do I really want to know? I said, who's your hero, Alondra? And she said, my cousin. I said, okay, well, who's your cousin? Or, well, why is your cousin your hero? And she told me her cousin when she went to college. And I said, that's awesome. She goes, I want to be like her. I want to go to college. And she was telling me what she did. And I'm going, that's her hero? That's awesome. It's somebody positive. It's someone who went to college. She gets it. She gets it. And I hope she is one of those that goes to college, that's able to make it. Many of the students I deal with and I work with, they come from working class families, and I would love to see every single one of them go to college. The sad truth is I don't know if every one of them will be able to. Families have other things to pay for. Life happens. And thankfully I tell them to be a kid as long as you can. Don't be in a hurry to grow up. Be a kid and enjoy it, because life's rough. I've learned bills come in and they keep on coming in. They're always there. Always there. And enjoy being a kid while you can. And maybe one day they'll have that opportunity. And I hope that there are generous people out there by the time they get to college that see that these kids need a chance, that they have everything except for that one thing. They have the potential, they have everything they need. They just need a little help. They just need a little help. Thank you for your time tonight. It has been an honor to speak with you.